Good morning, good morning, good morning, Opulence Nation. And a special good morning to Renee. By the way, I'm Larry Hackman. I'm LD1. I'm in London, Ontario, and we're very proud to be part of this company. I'm on my third year, and it's looking forward to the best of the best. This company just keeps getting better and better. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce Renee. And his entrepreneurial journey began in 2007 when he joined Opulence Global as a side hustle. And much like myself, when I joined, with exceptional determination, he swiftly doubled his annual income of $80,000 a year within just 16 months, leading him to leave his IT job as a major Canadian telecommunications company. What follows was truly extraordinary, as Renee achieved a remarkable monthly income of $100,000 with a mere 7,000 individuals in his organization. Today, his team has grown to over 28,000 individuals across 130 countries. As one of Opulence's top earners, Renee enjoys substantial five-figure weekly income and proudly drives a Tesla P90D provided by Opulence Car Club. As a dedicated family man, he cherishes traveling the world with his family. Recently, Renee invested in a magnificent custom-built $5 million home with his profound dedication and exceptional leadership. Renee is a founding member, shareholder, and valued advisory board member of Opulence Global's CEO. He has been twice honored with the prestigious President's Cup Award. Please help me give me a warm welcome to welcome Renee, and I'm proud to be associated with Renee and highly respect him as my mentor. Renee, welcome.
All right. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Larry. Of course, everyone online. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our partners again globally. Fantastic to be here live in Ottawa with an amazing crowd here. I can't turn. Yeah, thank you. I can't quite turn my thing around. It's all connected and set up here, but of course, we have a lot of training today, and I just want to pour in as much training as possible to our people here, of course, also online. So we're going to dive right into this because there's so much to talk about, and really, once you learn these basic trainings, you're going to have a lot more success, right? So all right, so here we go. Our first training is going to be called the next 30 days planning session. And so just out of curiosity, who is here for their first time? Just raise their hands here. Okay, for the first time, first boot camp ever. Okay, awesome. Okay, well, let's welcome our new people who are here. First time, of course, coming through a boot camp, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, my first boot camp was, let's see here, I joined October 27th of 2007 was when I first got started. So that's about 2007 minus 25. Yeah, about 18 years ago, right? So, and I recall my first boot camp was actually just a few months, maybe like a month and a half after I got started. And so I just recall, I brought up like a little sort of binder with me and paper, and I had about like 30 pages of notes after that training. So I guess if you've been looking at what do I need to do to really have that success, we're going to teach you that, of course, today as well, too. So again, thank you for being here. So diving right into this today, our first step, of course, in helping you becoming really successful, having a lot of income, of course, is becoming a lifestyle advisor plus. So again, just raise of hands here. Who here is currently an LA or higher, like an LA lifestyle advisor? Okay, well, awesome. So almost everybody. So really, the important thing, of course, is to become and to get yourself up to becoming a LA plus or LADE. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, LAD. Oh, wonderful. Congratulations. Yeah, we have an LAD in the room. Yes. So, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, we're actually going to talk about upgrades too. So again, and the reason why you want to become an LA, if you're curious why, the main reason is because you can make the most income. Because as a brand partner, your discount is like 20%. And at LA or higher, your discount becomes 30% or even 37%. So that means that sorry, we had some Rebecca's just trying to, I guess, get me going here with some music. She's panicking. Thank you. Yeah, we had the music shut down here. It's a bit better. Yeah, so much better. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, but yeah, so by having the highest discount, it means that as you are selling the products, the exact thing that you're selling, you're making more money because you have a higher discount, right? And also, the other quick way that I always explain it, between becoming a brand partner and a lifestyle advisor, the LAs and hires make almost double or more in income for the exact same effort. So the exact same thing that you're doing, whether you're selling products or talking to people as an LA or higher, you're making actually at least double the income or more. So you see here, maximum earning potential, maximum buying power, the smart buy, of course. You're also MGRS eligible, which is really important. And first steps to more benefits and rewards. So there's actually a few ways to becoming a lifestyle advisor. As you can see here, first, of course, is to just simply purchase the actual LA package. That's the easiest way, okay? But there's also ways to mentor your way with PGB. We're going to talk about that. You can actually sell your way to becoming a lifestyle advisor by selling enough product as well too. And of course, launching your way to becoming an LA. So just to go right into this. So here are the 4 ways you can actually become a lifestyle advisor or higher. So the most easiest way, again, is to purchase a package and or upgrade over time. And you can upgrade now by paying the difference between package to package. So, if you ever have a prospect that says to you, oh, well, you know what? I don't really have the funds. I really want the LADE package. And everyone does want that package. But of course, sometimes financial constraints let your person know you can actually, of course, upgrade your way to becoming an LA plus. Make sense so far?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yeah, awesome. The second way, of course, is what you see here. Here are all of the different ways, actually, that you can upgrade. So if you are a brand partner, to go all the way up to LADE, you always just pay the difference. So it's 4195. If you do the math, the 4195, you're getting back that same amount already in shopping credits. Now, does everyone here understand the difference between shopping credits ultra and regular shopping credits? Okay, maybe kind of that way. So real simple. SCU or ultra means you can buy everything in the company, including your health products. Okay, everything. Shopping
Like the
credits. Okay, without the ultra.
Like the Divine?
Yeah, you can buy
Okay.
Divine with ultra.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But then the shopping credits without the ultra, you can buy everything except for the health products. And we currently have 2 health products. What are they?
The Divine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So so again, that's how this works here. So when you pay the upgrade 4195, you're actually getting back all that money again in SCU. But then you're also getting a bonus here. You're getting a bonus of 4,000 products just by upgrading to the LADE. All right. So you can see here as we show more examples here, they're all the same ways. So as you upgrade, and don't forget, you also get a very, very beautiful what? A very beautiful, yeah, FERI timepiece, right? And that's really the most powerful thing here too. So now we do have some LAs probably in the room and some LAPs, right? Let's see what happens for you if you want to upgrade your package, if it makes sense, right? So if you're currently in LA, you can actually pay 3195 to become an LADE. Now instantly you're getting that money back already in
Products.
in SCU, right? So you can sell that and flip that money back for your upgrade costs. But look at the bonus here. Again, you're getting a bonus of almost $4,000 worth of products, right? So if you enjoy retailing, and I know a lot of people love to sell a lot of retail, just by upgrading, you're actually getting double the amount in products, and you can sell that and turn it back into cash. Makes sense? Okay. As an LA Plus, same thing. It's 2,595 to do the upgrade, and of course, you're getting back again almost double, so about 3,200 here, plus another 3,000, about $6,200 again of products that you're actually going to be getting back. And of course, don't forget your beautiful, beautiful timepiece here, right?
So Opulence is paying you to upgrade.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, again, especially if you sell a lot of products, really, this is a no-brainer because you're going to be getting back actually more than double, right? So this, and also, of course, the FERI timepiece. So, and I always believe in being a product of the product. What does that mean? Becoming a product of the product. Anyone?
You wear it, you use it.
Yeah, right.
Improvement.
Imagine you go into like a Gucci shop and the salesperson is wearing all LV. I don't know. Or you go to like a B&W store and the guy's wearing all this like Mercedes-Benz, logo stuff, right? It just doesn't really make much sense, right? So of course here, and really, one thing that I find about this business that's really special compared to others is that you can really attract people by just wearing the bling. Now, I'm not a good example because today, actually, in all my packing I've done, I didn't forget anything except for my FERI timepiece, my tungsten ring, my golden diamond. So I actually feel a little bit like almost like naked, because I just kind of rushed out of my house that morning. So otherwise, like and look at Brian, he's a better example. He's got his timepiece on, right? I was thinking about, I saw his stuff in the hotel room. I thought about grabbing his stuff and putting it on, but that's not really quite being a good brother. So, okay, so the second.
Well, classic posh timepiece available for sale.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. You know what? Yeah, again, we get paid to wear and promote, right? Don't we? Right. So, yeah, thank you, Rebecca. So, I'm going to contact you after about getting a discount from you. Okay. So again, the second way of becoming an actual LAP is to mentor your way there. Okay. So again, if you are actually a brand partner right now, you can actually get yourself upgraded for free to an LA by having 1,300 what? PGV, right? What's PGV stand for? Yeah, personal group volume. It's whatever the people that you introduce, whatever they buy and sell. And so again, you can see here that PGV is everything that your first generation does. So whether they buy products, they sell products, or they launch somebody else into the business, or they upgrade themselves too, all of that counts as what? As PGV, right? And so really, there's also no time limit on this. That's a cool thing. So if you just get really active in introducing people to the business and they start buying products, eventually, right, as you're buying products, it's going to reach 1,300 EGV, right? So again, if you are a brand partner, there's so many ways of unlocking the highest package. And you can do this literally in your first few weeks, the first few days. So you can see here, another example is if that's you and you introduce two other people, okay, into the business, these two people are your first generation, yes? Okay. If these two people, for example, bought two family packs, each family pack has how much CV? 357 times 2 becomes 714. That goes towards the PGV. Okay. And likewise, if this person here launched one LA, there's 300 CV. That goes towards the PGV. All right. So it's actually pretty simple to get yourself from a brand partner up to the LA. I think sometimes people forget that we actually have this feature in the company, all right? So make sure that if you have someone who launches as a brand partner, that you're telling them, hey, no worries, there's so many ways to get you up to LA, and here's how you can do it, all right? Now, the third way, of course, is to sell your way to becoming a lifestyle advisor to what's called personal volume, all right? So again, here we have another brand partner. And what do they have to do to get upgraded to LA for free? They have to generate how much here? 1,300 PV, right? So again, what is PV? Okay, and what does that mean, personal volume? It's what you buy yourself, right, through your account. So we can see your PV is calculated from the product's base price referred to the individual product for PV value. So on every single item, when you log into the website, here's a cool thing. Every single item that you see in the description will show you the PV. It shows, so you'll see the price, but the price isn't always exactly one-to-one with the PV. So just be wary of that. So again, every item on the website, whether it's a toothpaste, whether it's this or that, you will actually see, again, the PV value. Does that make sense? Okay, the PV value, right? Now, on top of that, though, actually, Brian, I thought we had 2 bags with us.
Yeah, they're right here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking about, I want to show you guys these products. I'm like, okay, it was with us at breakfast, and then somehow I don't see it around me right now. So without Brian,
You want them?
yeah, if you don't mind, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Brian. So Brian drove me here. He takes care of me. He bathes me. No, sorry, he doesn't bathe me. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Yeah. So, everything on the website, you'll see PV. Now, one quick note though, you know how every month you have to have a monthly 150 PV?
Yes.
The cool thing is that when you buy shopping credits, it's 1-to-1. So let's say you want to buy 150 PV worth of products, you have to look at every product to see the actual PV value, because it might not be 1-to-1 with the actual price. But when you're buying shopping credits, it's actually 1-to-1. So it's much more easier dealing with shopping credits, okay? So anyhow, that's the third way. Now again, you do have how many days to do this?
90.
Yeah, because obviously eventually someone's going to go and buy the products over a year, 2 years. So in this case here, because you doing it, you have 90 days to do that, all right? Now again, if you were to have a lot of customers buy through you, you could buy a lot of products yourself and then sell it back to them. That's another way of generating 1,300 PV, okay? And of course, the last way is to launch your way to becoming a lifestyle advisor. So you would start yourself as a brand partner. And if you were to launch 6 other brand partners, like so you sponsored A, you sponsored B, you sponsored C, D, E, and F, right? 6 brand partners, it would also get you up to becoming a lifestyle advisor. Now, this has to happen within how long? 30 days, right? So again, you have 4 ways though. You can pick whichever one works best for you. I do believe, of course, that the third one and the second one are really fast ways to doing it. Of course, the first one would be the fastest. You just go and buy the actual package, right? Okay. So moving along here, one of the most important things is to set your monthly smart buy. So what is your monthly smart buy, everyone here? What is your smart buy? Okay. Yeah, it's your monthly, think of it like your monthly subscription, right? Do you guys currently have monthly subscriptions?
Yes.
Yeah, for what? Okay, we like you. I was thinking more like I have Netflix,
Yeah.
I have, Amazon Prime, right? Your cell phone, right? OnStar, right? So we have these monthly or yearly subscriptions, right? And this one here is really important because this one here is the same concept, but this is for you to buy your own products, okay? Now, the benefit though, of course, is the following. Number one is, in order to keep your business going, like to qualify for the majority of the commissions, you want to be on your monthly smart buy. And the way that I look at this is, does every business have expenses?
Yes.
Right? Now, think of, a really successful business in your head. Just think of one, aside from Opulence, okay? Now, can you agree that that business must have crazy monthly overhead expenses?
One of my tenants pays $38,000 a month for rent.
Yeah, right. If you own an actual business, you have like a building, you have to pay for the building or the leasing, right? The hydro, electricity, yeah, right. And so, I know some people that might make $100,000 in a month of income in their business, but their expenses might be 95,000, right? Or maybe even more than that, right? The beautiful thing about this business, and like listen carefully, right, is you could make, 5,000 a week, 10,000 a week, $100,000 a month in this business, and your only monthly expense is what? It's $150. And that's not even an expense because I can use my 150 and buy products. See how powerful that is?
Yeah.
That's why, when I first saw this opportunity, I was a full-time programmer. I wanted to have my own business, but I couldn't think of I don't have the money to go and open a restaurant or go and buy a franchise. Yeah, and there's a huge risk, right? So here, when I saw the packages, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm not married, so I was single. I wasn't dating. I wasn't married, right? I didn't really know how to talk to people. Being a programmer, you can imagine I talk to my computer all the time, right? So I'm not socializing, I was the worst at trying to go and, look for, a girlfriend. I just start mumbling, blah, 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 blah. I'm like spitting on them. I don't know, right? So really though, for me though, I was looking for something to evolve myself, right? And so when I saw this business, I thought, wow, even with the highest package of the LADE, it's 4495, right? You get $10,000 worth of products. But that $5,000 investment after taxes, right? It's not like you even lost anything. You got back all this product that you can use for yourself. Yeah, or you can sell to somebody else. And here's what I did. I knew one day if I could buy a really big diamond ring, that I might be able to find myself a wife. Okay. And so again, when I found out that we have 21 karat gold and diamonds, most of my savings, I was saving up towards buying a future wedding ring, right? And so that's the cool thing is if you have someone that if you have children who aren't married yet, you can do this monthly smart buy and start saving up your monthly 150 towards buying a future diamond ring, for your wife. Maybe you want to buy wedding bands. Maybe you want to buy your wedding party some gifts. Maybe you want to start helping your children save up for their future, engagements, right? Yeah, it's not cheap, right? Buying a diamond ring, right? Most kids, when they want to get married, they don't have the money, and they're asking the parents, "Hey, can I borrow some money to buying an engagement ring for my wife?" Right? Yeah, exactly, right? So, and the other key thing that I realized with this monthly smart buy is, guess what? It actually can make you money. It's actually it's like an investment because does gold and diamonds ever lose their value?
Never.
No. Does silver ever really lose their value? No. Look at the price of silver, gold, and diamonds from 30 years ago to today. It's actually gone up. So when you go to those I think you have it here, right? Where you want to sell your gold or sell your pawn shops, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And in Toronto, there's one guy who's always on City TV.
Oh my God.
What's his name again?
I can't remember, but
Howard.
Howard. Yeah, Howard. No,
No,
yes.
there's one called Howard.
Howard is one of them.
Howard's is one of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember
no.
it now.
And he goes, "Baby, bring me your gold and diamonds." Because it's kind of weird, yeah. Yeah. So, but the thing is, in actuality though, you can actually use these assets even as collateral when you apply for loans. So even banks can accept sometimes diamond or gold or whatever as a collateral, right? So in short, though, I realized, if you're actually just buy a bunch of silver, imagine 30 years from now when you give the silver to your grandchildren or your kids, it's also gained value. So that's why I don't see this monthly smart buy as an expense because I'm using the products.
It's an investment.
Yeah, really, right? So again, that's how. Again, but here are the other benefits of being on your smart buy. It protects your team sales volume. So as you start to have a team growing, if you want to accumulate and earn commission from the sales of your team, you want to make sure you're on your smart buy. It also qualifies your business to build residual income. That's the most important thing, right? To build that residual income. And of course, eligible to become, what this really means here is by being on your smart buy for 3 months and ongoing. So let's say you're brand new. Now, if you start as LA Plus or LADE, you already have the extra 10% discount. If you are a brand partner or a lifestyle advisor, once you start paying this monthly 150, after the 3rd month, at the start of the 4th month, you get the bonus 10% discount. Okay, so the simple way I explain the smart buy is that 1, it gets you the bonus 10% discount, and number 2, it qualifies you to keep earning your residual income. Okay, so there's actually a video here on how to set up your smart buy. Now the sound's not playing, but this video is actually available on the Opulence Global's YouTube channel. So I hope that you are on the YouTube channel for Opulence. It's Opulence GL for Global. And so in short here, it's pretty simple. You go into your back office and you see a big square. You have like 8 squares. One of the 8 squares is subscription. You click on that, you click on smart buy, you can set up your actual smart buy. Now your smart buy, it could be shopping credits or it could be products, yeah. Okay, so Again, this whole video just goes through that, but in short, it's real simple. If you don't know how, what do you do if you ever have a question that you don't know the answer to? What do you do? Yeah, okay. Does everyone here have the My5 created? Okay, right. If you don't have a My5 created, you call your sponsor, you say, hey, where's my My5? All right. And if they don't have their My5, you say, hey, you call your sponsor and say, hey, where's my My5? Okay, until everyone has a proper support channel. Okay, so again, you can see here, you're going to log in. And after you log in, go to subscription, right there, that third box. Click on Smart Buy. Okay. Once you click that, the page opens up and you can choose what kind of Smart Buy you want to have. All right. You can choose a bundle of products. So there's pre-made bundles you can choose from. Or you can kind of customize your own, what you want exactly. You can build your own. Okay, so building your own means you want to choose exactly, you want to have one toothpaste maybe, perhaps one, fountain of life, perhaps one divine bottle, customize it, or simply just choose shopping credits. So they have some preset defaults, 75, 150, 250, 450. You can even write in the amount that you want for the shopping credit, okay? Now, two really important notes. I always choose option 7 and option 8 to make sure that you always pay the 150. And here's why, right? Because what happens is when you pay 150, 150, 150, on the 4th month, if you get a 10% discount on your Smart Buy, the 150 becomes what? So the 150 you're paying, if you got a 10% discount on the 150, now it becomes 135. Now on month 4, if you pay 135, you stop the Smart Buy of 150 per month and you lose the discount. Does that make sense? So in simple, always help your partners choose option 7 and option number 8. Okay, that's the simple training there for you guys, all right? So also, if you're brand new, have you downloaded the mobile app yet? Okay. And if you're brand new, did you know that in your first 72 hours of launching your business, you can spin a wheel and also get a free prize potentially? Okay, so make sure you have the mobile app. And again, if you are brand new, please make sure you spin your wheel within the first
72 hours.
Okay? Because I've been guilty of forgetting to tell my new partner about this wheel. And as you know, I'm trying to give them something because they didn't get their free gift, right? So it could be like a tabletop banner, a hat, some brochure. So, again, but these are really nice things to have for free as well, too.
1,000 points, that's what I.
Oh, that's great, right? So by the way, if you do have Opulence points, please make sure that you use it by the end of this month.
Yes.
Okay. So I make sure I use up all my points. I got a bunch of free shoes, free bags. My wife got some beautiful 950 palladium earrings and rings, and I got like 30. I don't know if you know this actually, but on the Opulence points, and these beautiful jewelry boxes for travel. It's so inexpensive. Like I would pay like $50 for this jewelry box. It's like $15 in points value wise. So I bought like 20 of them. And I had it for like gifts for people and incentives, right? So yeah, okay. But don't tell the company I said that, because I might get in trouble. Okay. So commandment number 5. So we are going through the Opulence commandments here. Is to make sure that you add the company's contact information into your phone, right? Because if you have any questions and you can't reach your My5, you can also call the company, right?
Yeah.
So did you know that we have all these different headquarters, but the really cool thing is you can actually WhatsApp with the company.
Yes.
I probably do it almost on a daily basis because I'm trying to help different people to, get things sorted out sometimes. It could be like a shipping thing or whatever it is. But make sure you please do add this WhatsApp PBS. We even have a Somali line too. And of course, we have another, so there's 4 different numbers here on WhatsApp, okay? One is for shipping, one is for products, and one is for general just customer support, okay? And then also, we do have an order line. People want to like place an order, you can actually call this line and someone at the company helps them to go through your customer's order for them. All right. And lastly, if you speak 中文 or Chinese, okay, 你好, all right, you can add the WeChat, okay, and it's great. So oftentimes, I can actually read and write Chinese. I can kind of speak it. So I actually use this a lot. You know, can you just add this WeChat customer service into your phone? And they're just fantastic, right? Amazing company support here, right? So there's also one other number that you want to make sure you can get them to add into their phone. And because we have something, a really cool tool in the company, it's called the dialer tool. So what it allows for the leaders in the company to do is to call out to all of the people in their teams to offer support. All right. But the thing is, if your people don't save this number in the phone, it will say, you know, potential spam, and then it becomes useless, right? So again, the number, we do have it actually, and Brian's going to find that number for us, okay? Because he's just always ready. Look at him, right? he's gonna share that number with you guys to make sure you ask all of your people to save this number into the phone as the Opulence My5, okay? So moving along here though, of course, is to make sure you're constantly engaged. Commandment number 6 is to follow the company on social media. Did you know the company has so many things happening on social media? Okay, and I'm actually going to steal this quote from my amazing sister LD4 Ifra. She says, either you are using social media or social media is using you, right? Okay. Popeye's chicken. Wrong. Okay, sorry. So the Opulence number, please write it down, okay, is +1 438 817 3948. Again, +1 438 817 3948. And that's the number you want to ask all your new partners to save into their phone, so that when the My5 tries to call them and offer them updates and support, they won't see potential scam calling.
So that could be potentially anybody in the My5, correct?
Yes, yes.
So
it
like
could be
if I
LDs and hires, yeah.
But for example, I could call somebody in my downline, but also Reza could call somebody in the downline or
Yes.
anybody else.
And what happens
Right?
is every time it calls, it will show you how many times that person has been called, so that your uplines know, okay, if I call Rebecca today and Brian called tomorrow, you know, not to keep calling 5 times in one day. Yeah, so that's what you're worried about. Yeah, so we have that as part of the system too. All
That's
right.
cool.
Yeah, it's a very cool system. So follow the company on social media because you want to be the first to know what's happening in your business. And you definitely want to make sure that you are liking, commenting, and sharing on the post, right? So also, we have amazing places to post your product testimonials on the Facebook page. So who here is part of the Fountain of Life and Divine official Facebook page? Okay, wow. Who here has experienced some kind of a benefit using the products? Okay, hold your hands up. And how many of you posted that story on the Fountain of Life testimonial page? Boom, okay, hands going down. Yeah. Okay. So if your hand went down, right? Please, right? We want to have more testimonials on that page. Please always post it there. Okay. So and I think I did suggest to Sinaz, our SVP, to have another contest for people to put their stories up and can win a free prize. But again, please make sure you do share, right? And of course, get inspired by the partners' success stories. We also have, aside from the Fountain of Life official Facebook page and Divine, we also have our own Opulence Global Nation official. That's for all the partners who get into Opulence Global. You can welcome your partners there, and others will also welcome them as well too. Make them feel like they're part of the family, right? Who here is already part of this Facebook page, Opulence Global Nation? Okay, wonderful. Okay, if you're not, then call your upline. Hey. Okay. Of course, because it's a very safe place to introduce your new partners and share stories and motivation for your own Opulence journey. So here are the social media accounts for Opulence Global. We have Instagram. Okay, there's 3 different pages there. We have Opulence GL, Opulence Wellness, and also the Forensic Networker. So you want to add all 3 into your Instagram channel. So Opulence GL is going to target all of the updates that, yes, good question. Okay, yes. Actually, so great question. So someone has said, she has a lot of great testimonials for her children and for kids, but she's worried, can you post it? So again, the nice thing is that, as a parent, we can decide whether or not we want to give this product to the children, right? So, but the Health Canada regulations just state that for every natural health product that is not for breastfeeding women, right, pregnant women, or for children. That's like a blanket statement. But again, it's up to you if you want to give to your children, right? So I posted my son's testimonials, no problem whatsoever. This is my decision to give to my children. Yeah, so it's absolutely okay to post testimonials for children on that Facebook page. Okay, so no worries there. Yeah, but thank you. Great point, though.
Can I add something to that?
Yes,
I would-
please, of course.
I would just say, if it's not your child, get permission from the child's parent.
Oh yeah, yes,
you know?
yeah. If you're posting someone else's kids, just please make sure you get.
Because also we can post into our Family Nation page,
Yeah.
but we can't assume that people aren't going to take those stories and share them out.
Yes. And yeah, so again, if it's your own children, no
Just to
problem.
be careful.
Yeah. So and also, but don't forget to always make sure you post a disclaimer, right? So every post that you do, again, we do have the NPN level 3 for Fountain of Life and also Divine and the upcoming collagen as well too, right? Which is going to be amazing. But even then, just be safe, just to keep ourselves, hassle free. Just write the disclaimer. So does anyone here know what the disclaimer should say? Okay, can someone please tell me what the disclaimer should say?
Fountain of Life is not a cure or medicine for
Yeah.
any ailments.
Yeah.
It is a high performance antioxidant.
Perfect. Yeah. So I think one that I wrote is Fountain of Life is not a cure for any disease or ailment, but simply nature's most powerful plant antioxidant. But yeah, you just copy and paste someone else's, right? So there you have it. Okay. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channels. Did you know that pretty much every training that's done in the company is stored on the Opulence YouTube site, right? And one of the things that I hope that everyone can do is really take time. Like whenever you're gonna watch something, if you're gonna watch, I don't know, Sex and the City or watch some Bruce Lee movie or something, instead of doing that, which doesn't make you more successful, put that time and watch some videos for your business. Does that make sense?
And like them.
Yes, like, comment as well too, right? So we have amazing videos there as well too. Of course, who here watched the last Wednesday testimonial call in the morning? So Wednesday at 8:30, we had a really special guest. He's actually Dr. Seymour. And in short, this gentleman here won the Chiropractor of the Year award. He was the head doctor for the women's hockey team, World Women's Hockey Team, for the head doctor. And so he actually shared his thoughts on the Fountain of Life this past Wednesday. He's also going to be on the call this coming Wednesday. That's every Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Okay, so that call is a call to try to get a lot of people on. And if they can't get on, you share the recording. Okay, so on my YouTube channel, by the way, look for Renee Liao. I actually am storing all of the Wednesday recordings on my own channel because the company doesn't store those ones. All right, yeah. But again, if you have any customers that are using the product, invite them to hop on that testimonial call. It's purely about products, Q&A, and people sharing testimonials, right? That's a really powerful call, okay?
I actually just shared that link into the Ottawa Montreal group.
Thank you, right? So if you're not part of,
but that's what it is.
yeah, if you're not part of this group for Ottawa Montreal, please contact Rebecca and say, hey, and get yourself added to that page, okay? Okay, so again, we have these other pages here on Facebook at the Opulence Global Facebook page, the Forensic Number Nation page. Again, join these two testimonial groups, Fountain of Life and Divine Official, and the Safe Home Revolution. Now, the most simplest way to build your business, and this is so simple, but yeah, do it, is whenever you see a new testimonial on the Fountain of Life and Divine Official page, what could you do?
Sharing.
Yeah. Share it to your own page, right? I can't tell you guys how many times I've sold product or got inquiries just by sharing testimonials on my own social media account. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're going to talk about the DMO later today. What's the DMO stand for?
Daily method of operation.
Yeah. Right. So every day, daily method of operation, every day, just be sharing testimonials. Okay. And the one thing I did want to ask today in one of my trainings today is really, are you working on your business every day? Are you doing something every day for your business? And here are the 4 questions. Can you please write these down? 4 questions that I think should be done every single day. Okay. Are you handing out brochures every day? I sure hope so, because you hand out, so a pack of, I think, 50 brochures comes to like $25 or $30 for a pack of 50 brochures, right? If you handed out 50 brochures, you just don't screw it up, right? It's impossible not to sell at least 1 bottle or 1 product. You hand out 50 brochures, you have 50 new people you're sharing this information with, you're going to sell at least 1 bottle, and that 1 bottle's profit covered the cost of the brochures. Does that make sense, right? And so my most special line, it's very hard to say this line. I use it all the time though when I hand out the brochure. It's not really easy to do this. You have to kind of adjust your body in this angle here, and you have to kind of make eye contact, and then you say, "Can I give you this?" That's all I say. Can I? Yeah. So I could be going to a drive-through, get a coffee. Oh, thank you so much for your service. Can I give you this? And sometimes they're like, well, what is it? I'm like, well, just call me, because it'll go through a drive-through, right? So many times I'm at the bank line, and I don't I should go to the ATM machine because I can't give a brochure to the machine. Okay? It's not a check I can deposit, right? Okay. So I'd rather go and wait in line. And so many times at the bank teller, once I'm done my banking stuff, withdraw cash, whatever it is, I say, "Oh, thank you so much for today. Oh, by the way, can I give you this?" Now, that's different than me saying, "Hey, take this," right? That would be very, very rude and unwelcoming. Okay. So I usually thank the person for their service. Thank you so much for your help today. And then I ask a question. When you say, "Can I give you this?" everyone always says yes. In fact, oftentimes, aside from saying yes, what else do you think they say?
What is it? What is it?
Mhm. Yeah. In hot countries, I say, "Oh, it's a fan. You can just fan yourself." No. Yeah.
So what do you say when they say what it is? I know you said
Right. Yeah. So I want to dive into the training. That's a training later on today on what would I say. But again, that's going to be a later part of this boot camp. So if you're here today in the boot camp, you're going to get that special training from me. But I do want to cover the rest of this training because we have only till, oh my gosh, 11 a.m. Right. So again, but I will share with you guys what I do say. Again, if you can't stay on for that training today online, I do have that recorded as a training on my YouTube channel as well, how I go and prospect with these brochures. Okay. So the first one again is, are you handing out brochures every day? The second one I want to ask you guys, daily activities, is, are you handing out drop cards? Drop cards every day. We have amazing drop cards. Ooh, Ifra's always prepared. This is why the LD4s always in front of me here. Say hi. Please. Okay. Who wants free stuff? Okay. Oh, I had all her name on it. So yeah. So you're reporting her business now, right? Yeah. So again, I would literally get this brochure and say, can I give you this, right? And we're gonna talk about what to say afterwards. But the other cool things are these beautiful drop cards, right? And so these drop cards here, wherever you go, just leave it, right?
Yeah.
One of them says this high performance duo can change your life. It's a card focusing on your health, the divine fountain of life. And it also says we're expanding, join our team, right? So, and this one here is,
Same.
yeah, same thing.
Sorry.
I thought I had two different ones here.
Even yesterday,
Ah.
I finished all my fashion.
Oh, okay, so she had the fashion ones too, right? Yeah, so there's two, right? Oh, look at this.
There we go.
Wow. I don't have to be sure you're all highly invest. Yeah. This one here says Canada Celebrity Designer Line since 2005, right? Create your free account, get loyalty rewards, refer people, get free products, right? Thousands of products here. And of course, looking for a business, join our global team, right? Right. So again, these cards here are amazing because again, you can leave them at different places and you're just putting more eyes onto your business, right? So the first one was, are you handing out the brochures? The second one was, are you handing out the drop cards, right? The third one is, this is actually a really important one today. And the third one, I would say, especially for the older partners, not age older, but the more seasoned.
Long term.
Call them dinosaurs.
Okay, well, that's me. Okay.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't.
Living dinosaurs, we're still alive. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've been here for 18 years. So I'll say the more mature, the more matured partners here, right?
The more
More-
experience.
The more experience. Well, you know, if you're training, maybe, yeah. Okay. Anyways, to get my point. But it's really important for this group here, especially, is third question: are you meeting new people every day? That itself is the secret to this business. Believe it or not, it's that simple. Yes, in Chinese or 今天有没有 Okay, is are you meeting if I say it, no, okay, are you meeting new people every day? Yeah. So are you meeting new people every single day?
We should be going to the mall every day. That's what I did.
Actually, I can share with you the best places
Please.
to meet people.
That would be great.
It's $20. And it's good. But there's so many. I can't. So again, part of the training later on today is what do I do to constantly meet new people, constantly be selling products? Because honestly, goodness, the biggest issue I've seen in this industry is you're new. Let's say you make your list. We're gonna cover that. You make your list, 200, 300 people, right? You talk to all those people, but if you're not meeting new people, your list stops growing. So you might have had success going through those 200, 300 people because you're doing the right things, but then you stop meeting new people, you stop doing those things. Now, if your business slows down, you start thinking the problem is the business. No, it was never the business. You actually made money along the way. The problem is you stopped meeting new people. Can any business in this world survive without having
No.
new business? You always want new business, right? So there's a saying that is kind of thrown out there quite a lot, but it really is everything to me, is your network is your net worth. It's so important. It's so important to always be meeting new people. Now, in this new generation that we're in, again, a lot of influencers are online. But being an influencer, what happens is that people are, if you're really good at what you do, people come to you, right? If you're an influencer, they come to you. So you're naturally growing your network, but you're not really out there. You're just kind of doing your daily stuff, right? But the point is that they're still growing their network. And you have to ask yourself, right? Are you growing your network? And so I'm constantly, by the way, attending networking events. And here's one quick tip, right? I'll give you 2 tips right now. You want 2 tips?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one is every city has what's called their Chamber of Commerce. And I would go type in, Ottawa Chamber of Commerce. And do you know what is the role of the Chamber of Commerce?
Promote business.
It sounds fancy, but what's the role?
Promote business, local business.
That's it. Yeah, we kind of got together, right? Is they want to help promote the small, medium, and the local businesses. That's their goal, is to support the local growing businesses, right? And every Chamber of Commerce has constantly networking events. So in where I live, I'm right between Richmond Hill and Markham. And it's funny, I went to the Markham, or it's called the Board of Trade, the Markham Board of Trade, or the Markham Chamber of Commerce, whatever it is. So look at Chamber of Commerce and look at Board of Trade, right, for your city. But they both had their own monthly networking events to help businesses know each other. They have a monthly breakfast event as well too, where you can stand up and kind of share your business as well too. And the funny thing is they had the exact same event on the same day. So I actually went to one of the events just Thursday, which was about 2 days ago. I'll show you a photo. This is actually me at this meeting here it's actually in a bowling place. Then a big giant party room, and we're just networking, right? So imagine going to this every single month, right? You want to constantly meet new people. Here's my second tip on how to constantly meet new people is, do you guys have hobbies?
Yes.
Right? Name me some of your hobbies.
Fitness.
Fitness? Okay. Reading?
Galloping.
Sorry?
Galloping.
Oh, I heard galloping.
I heard
Okay.
gambling.
Yeah, Garden Cape, wonderful. Okay.
Gym.
Yeah.
Travel.
Travel.
Hockey.
Hockey. So sports. Yeah, camping, recreation, right? Okay. Restaurants, okay. So for me, I always believe that in this business, we are promoting a healthy lifestyle, correct?
Yes.
So I always kind of believe that we should be somewhat in shape if you're promoting a health. It's kind of like going to a doctor. You see this like 300-pound doctor.
You run away.
I don't know, like, you're giving me advice on being healthy, but you're, like, yeah. You ever see the 300-pound doctor? It's like, I don't know, right? Like seeing a dentist with like busted teeth, right? I know. Oh my gosh. So in short, what I've done though is, I'll give you my examples and maybe I'll inspire you, but I like golfing. Do you think I golf with the exact same people every single time?
No.
No. Sometimes I just go and join another threesome, because golf is always 4 people. I might just tag along and meet random golfers. Because during golfing, I'm exercising, I'm walking,
Networking.
right? And I have about 4 hours to go and talk to new people. So I have the brochure with me. I have my bottles in my bag. I almost sell bottles every time I go golfing. Yeah.
Which makes it free.
Yeah, exactly, right? And then but then, there's also indoor golf simulators. I can join a golf league, right? So I believe it's a good idea to get involved yourself in some kind of a club where you can go to, bowling club, right? Yeah, where you're there that way you get some exercise, or going to a gym or doing some kind of like a fitness class. That's a great way of as the saying goes, not killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Because fitness, you're networking at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
With people of similar interests.
Yeah. Right. I mean, if you enjoy reading, it's very solitary, but you could join a reading club where you're sharing what you read. So whatever you do, just don't do it by yourself. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Who here is going to ensure they have some kind of a healthy hobby starting today? Right? Go to the gym, join some class, I always thought about joining those yoga classes. Right, Brian? Just other beautiful ladies in the room for you, and you. Yeah. I'm always teasing Brian, right? So yeah. I know. Oh, we should join the all male yoga ones. Right? Bro talk, right? Yeah. So yeah, do something healthy, but then you're always constantly networking, right? Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so we do a lot more of that training today, but those are two of the biggest easy ways of really constantly meeting new people, right? So we got to that as well too. And so yeah, we've done this page here. Okay. Number 7 is to make sure you register for your payout. Yes, we have a question?
You said there was 4. 4, you said.
We're only at 3,
I'm
right?
at 3.
More
Oh,
questions
see?
to ask ourselves.
I was testing Brian to make sure he didn't forget to remind me of the 4 things we should be doing. Yeah, every day, Steve. Without Brian. Okay. So the first one was again, are you handing out brochures?
Yeah.
Second one is, are you handing out the drop cards? Third one is, are you meeting new people? And the fourth one, yes. We kind of talked about it already. Can you take a guess?
Oh,
Kind of. Is, are you sharing testimonials every single day? Are we sharing testimonials every single day? This is actually really important, especially if you have people who have bought products from you and you have them on social media. By you posting new testimonials on hair or lupus or MS or diabetes, cholesterol, blood pressure, whatever it is, right? You have no idea the effect it has on your prospects or your previous customers. Because we know how powerful the product is, right? And maybe you did a great job at selling a bottle to a brand new customer, yes? But does your customer understand it the same way that you understand it? No. And they might lose confidence in if you don't maintain some kind of a visual reminder. So by you sending out testimonials, okay, not just sharing it on your social media, I actually will forward testimonials. I have a list that I keep track of all my customers. Number 1 is, do you guys keep a track of your customers? All of them? Most? So we like some, we don't like the other, we don't like these other people here. Right. And
Which is
so someone said they fell through the cracks. Again, the cracks we could have patched potentially if we kept sharing with them more testimonials. Right? There's never 100%. There's never in any business you can never keep 100% of the people. So that's just unrealistic, right? So number 1 is no business keeps 100% of the customers, right? But we want to try to. But definitely you can prevent these cracks from forming by sharing constant reminders. Because also maybe your customer got Fountain of Life because they had high sugar. But then you posted how it could help with enlarged prostate and peeing at night. They might know someone else.
Yeah.
That, so you don't know what's happening when you're sharing these testimonials. Yeah.
But when somebody starts Fountain of Life,
Mhm.
what is the average time frame that they have to use it to really see the difference? Like
Right.
really see what it really does? Is it a month? Is it 2 months?
Great, yeah. Okay, are they doing it through the mouth or are they snorting it?
No,
I'm kidding.
no. Well, maybe they're doing.
I'm kidding. Don't.
I don't know.
Okay, so it's a great question. The
Okay.
question is, how long would it take for someone to see? So I can tell you the best answer to prepare your client for, right? And it's actually true. So in short, your body regenerates all of its cells within 90 days. So
Okay.
every day, your body regenerates a few billion cells. In 90 days, it's a few trillion cells. I actually use Google AI. I'm very smart. I find this information online, right? Yeah. So, but your body actually regenerates a whole new body in 90 days, right? So I always tell them, look, if you want to be super safe, the best thing to do is take it for 90 days straight.
Okay.
I would say like majority of the people will see some amazing benefit within 90 days. But some people, if you have extreme issues, like if your body is broken down over the last 30, 40 years, you can't expect in 90 days to repair the damage done
Yes.
in 30 to 40 years, right? It could take you 6 months. And what I've seen though is things like alopecia typically within like, 3 to 6 months, you see a major difference. Things like, for example, that are like autoimmune issues, but like stuff like psoriasis, I've seen take about 6 months for psoriasis as well too, and some things even up to a year. So, but that's why. So, but in general, I'm saying to people, look, your body takes 90 days to regenerate. So if you start taking this product today, FOL, it's now making sure your cells are healthy. But in 90 days, you essentially are like reborn. You're almost like reborn by having a fresh cells, but you're still healing. So keep on going, right? Yeah.
Inflammation.
Yeah. But I will say though that if the issue is like inflammation related, so like arthritis, you can't close your hands, or you have enlarged prostate, so you're peeing at night, or you have high sugar, all these things are inflammation related. Typically, even in a few days, you could notice some major difference already. Yeah. In Vancouver, I was with Dr. Henry. A lady was sitting on the stool. It's a big sort of someone's home, and she couldn't even close her hands. And so after we presented everything, I actually got the product, and because she didn't even want to like orally consume it, because she's kind of, people are kind of, I guess, worried about that stuff. But I just put it on her hands and she rubbed it in, right? By the time we finished, about 30 minutes later, as talking questions, she goes, "Oh my goodness, I can actually close my hands." Like that's how fast it works, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So one reason, another really big tip, I should charge for these tips, no? But a really important tip that I do is I always carry products with me. Actually, Ryan this morning, he even came to see me, he even saying, Renee, it's so important that we have products with us wherever you go, right? If you do a presentation, maybe Brian, you want to share this, what you said this morning? Can I have you come up here and join me? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Now I can take a break.
So actually, this was a suggestion from Renee. So again, all of the kudos goes to him. I heard him say this, and so whenever I go to do a meeting, whether it's at a Starbucks, whether it's at a Tim Hortons, I always carry my products. I'll set up a little product display at the table, my hand and body lotion, my FOL, so they can get, again, a visual representation of what the product is. They can get a chance to smell it. They can get a chance to feel it, how the quality. I'll carry some of course, I'm wearing my product so they can see that. I'm bringing my lookbooks. So I'm really prepared with all of the information about what it is that I have. So now when I'm talking about all of the products that we have, they can see it. And then we're talking about things like, again, our use cases. We're talking about cost transitioning. So I'm showing them all the products that they can actually now cost transition in terms of their spending, because they know they need to shower. They know they need to brush their teeth. They know they need to have their hand and body lotion. Now they can think in their framework in their mind, all I'm doing now is I'm shifting my buying from Shoppers Drug Mart and from Walmart to my own products, and they're visually seeing where those products come from. And then the other thing is they're also seeing the value of which membership they want, because again, they're going to want enough products. And Renee actually mentioned this, one of the reasons why he shows people why they want to get an LAP or an LADE membership, because they're going to get enough of a sampling of the product. Does everyone believe that it's easier to engage people in a conversation when they see something visually? So now they can touch, they can feel the bottle, they can see, and again, they're getting a comfort level in, if they're looking at a business, what they're going to be representing, the quality, then something they can feel proud about. And so that was actually your suggestion. And he said he did that, and I said, that's a phenomenal idea. So I have my little bag, I'm going out to do a tour, grab my bag, grab my briefcase, away I go. I just set up my little product display in Tim Hortons or wherever. The next thing which is kind of cool is you always have those eavesdroppers, right? They're sitting at the next table, and this person's entrepreneurial. Who knows? They may be in another network marketing company. And all of a sudden, their curiosity is starting to peak and saying, what is this all about? Great question, right? And that now opens up another door for you because again, you're visually representing what you do, both in your presentation when you're doing your tours and in what you wear. So that was
Thank you.
actually Renee's suggestion.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. But actually, I got the idea because in a dream, I was with Brian in a meeting, and he gave me the idea in my dream. So really, it still came from Brian. Yeah. Actually, so really important. In the actual home party that I was in Vancouver, I made sure that I had one of my samples open, and while I'm talking about it, because it was literally all women. Like one guy, the husband, it was like 12 women there. And I made sure that they all use this because when you actually use this, by the way, it's amazing, And should I just share with you how I promote this quickly? Do you guys want to know? $20, please. Okay. So here's how I promote it. So basically, the way I explain it is, I actually use COVID as my baseline to explain all of the microsilver line. Okay.
Okay.
So what I say is, remember during COVID, what were we doing during COVID? We're sanitizing like crazy, right? And the thing is, what actually happened was the amount of alcohol that you need to kill all the germs is actually 30%. But the marketing companies realized if I put 40% or 50%, it sells more. So they went all the way, the highest I've seen is like, well, that's crazy. Yeah, I see like 70% typically, but you have something like 99% alcohol, right?
Like the wipes you buy are 99.
Yeah, and what that does is it basically it ruins your skin. It destroys your skin. It's alcohol, right? And once you use the alcohol, you might have killed the germs then, but there's no ongoing protection. So I said, what we have here is really special. We use pure, like medical grade silver, like pure silver. Imagine the cost of silver. We have the technology here. It's full of silver, but the benefit is it kills the same 99.9% that alcohol does. But after you use it, it's like you have an invisible glove. Write that word down, invisible glove. Actually, and I got that because someone in the audience said, oh, it's like an invisible glove. I said, that's actually a great way to explain this. Because I was saying you have protection until you wash your hands again. That's what I said, right? And she said, oh, that's like an invisible glove. I said, that's absolutely correct. So you really have this protection. So I said, no, if I meet someone at a networking event that has like, COVID, oh my gosh, there's COVID in her hands. Guess what? I'm still protected, right? And I say it smells like heaven, right? So everyone has used this so far?
Of course.
Who has not smelt this thing? I was gonna give you a free sample, so okay. Okay. Yeah, but in short though, right? I mean, this is an amazing product here, and it's always so great. So actually, on my kids' tennis, actually, I was using this while I was, just sitting down, and another mom saw me using it, and she ended up buying a bottle from me as well too, right? So again, but again, that's so important. So always try to hand out this stuff, and then at the party, after they use this thing here, I said, well, also you gotta try this. This is actually our microsilver mouthwash and mouth spray. And so again, so here, you always gotta shake it. Why? Why do you gotta shake the stuff here?
Because the microsilver.
The silver settles, right? Yeah, so you always gotta shake it, right? And again, when you go to those malls and you see those popcorn stalls, like kernels, or you see like the Haagen-Dazs, right? There's always someone standing in front of it, giving you this little like cup or like a little spoon, right?
Yes.
Like which sample do you want? They found out by studies that the second you say, I want to try that flavor, and you put that thing in your mouth, you buy,
Of course.
right?
Just like at Costco.
You're right, yeah. You go see this dumpling, this looks horrible. You eat the dumpling, oh my God, that dumpling is good, right? Yeah, so same thing. So they found out that when people actually try or taste your products, they buy it. So we can't cheap out and be like, no, you can't try some, right? Let them try your stuff. You have to, right? Okay. Whether it's Fountain of Life or Divine, or like again, this one's here. I love this one here because it smells great and you can feel it on their hands. And this one here too, right? So I went around, I was spraying people's mouth. Don't you want to try it now? Yeah. Okay, so and also we also so at the home party we had this mouthwash in the 20 little glasses, and so again, and people ended up buying this stuff. So this gives reason to people to get the LADE package, as Brian just said, because $4,500 to get 10,000 worth of FOL. That's like 99, over 100 bottles of FOL, right? And so by you promoting all the products, whether it's the shoes or it's the belt or the wallets, right? The sunglasses, it makes them easier to choose that LED package. Now you're in for a treat today. If you're Canadian, who here is Canadian, or you're living in Canada, okay? Sorry, or you're paying taxes, okay? If you're not one of the three, you're probably here illegally. So okay. Don't tell me. Okay. Okay. And don't tell me if you're here illegally, all right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. We're not human trafficking things here. Okay. But I'm going to show you how, if you are working in Ottawa and you're paying taxes, how this business is absolutely for free. I can't wait to share that with you later on. The tax benefits of having this business, right? Would that be cool?
Yeah.
Like for all of you here that invested their money, just know whatever you invest here, it's been free because you get that money back in your tax savings if you do your taxes properly. I'm going to show you a bit later on. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So that was the fourth one, right? Are you sharing testimonials every single day? Like you really got to. So the list of your customers, right? Just forward them all these testimonials. They might not even reply to you. I don't expect a reply. Might get a thumbs up sometimes, but I want them to see, I want them to know how powerful this product is. Yeah, Brian.
People are saying about things falling through the cracks. One of the best ways to make sure it doesn't happen is how?
To go to forensic
Forensic networker
in
box.
Toronto next weekend.
Forensic
I mean,
networker box. If you use your forensic networker box, you now have a customer. They go on the forensic network card, they go in the box, and you're gonna call them in 30 days, and 60 days, and 90 days. And as long as you're following that framework, you will never miss or lose a customer.
Yeah.
You have them in your phone,
Oh, your light's on, by the way, the light.
you lose them.
Yeah. I'm kind of like blinded here. So
System.
what if I see you sell? I'm like,
She's
yeah.
not to recruit you.
No, yeah. Did you have a comment? Yeah, okay. So one was, are you handing out brochures every day? Two is, are you handing those drop cards, the drop cards every day? The third one is, are you meeting new people? And that's so important. Like honestly, of all four of them, they're all important, but without the third one, you're going to eventually get to a stalling point. Are you constantly meeting new people your network, that's so important. Yeah. Actually, I heard a story as me and Brian are driving up here. And the story was that they had someone that, like I've seen some people who want to bring in like a new partner. Let's say the new partner joins, right? And sometimes, like, obviously we want to train everyone to duplicate what we're doing, right? But I met some people who say, Renee, I'm just so busy. The most I could do, I can join with you, but I don't have time to really learn everything. Can I just pass my people to you? Now, for me, I'm like, why not? Because if I can unlock someone's 300 people network, I don't have to go and meet 300 new people. Does that make sense? So, so in short though, what I'm trying to say is sometimes if you meet someone like that who is really busy, don't be shy to work with them. Like the guy last night we met at the event, right? He's someone who's like that, who might not want to get really involved in everything, but if we can show him how he can leverage this and make some passive income, and all you have to do is pass people towards you, perfect scenario, right? So I would love to work with people who just want to pass people to me, because otherwise I'm doing the same work anyways, but you're making my life easier by giving me your connection. Does that make sense?
Expanding your circle of influence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many different ways, and you never know how that can actually help you down the road.
One of the 2 points here, right? In any company, especially in direct sales, there's one thing in common with the top people in those companies. There's one thing in common, and it's a secret. If you want to know the secret, it costs a bit more. $21. Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna fundraise.
Yeah.
GoFundMe page.
Yeah, thank you. Go, yeah. There's one thing common, and I've actually watched this now so many times because I met a lot of these other top networkers, right? The one thing in common is that they are probably they have refined their skills. They are the best of the best at creating friendships. They are the best at creating friendships. They don't even like when I go networking, for example, the networking event that I went to, I could tell instantly who is an amateur networker. They come around you, hi, what's my name? What's my name? Nice to meet you. Oh, here's my card. Here's what I do. That they're selling on the spot, right? When I go to networking events, I'm not even thinking about selling my business. I'm there to make new friends. I ask questions about them, like, oh, where are you from? How long have you been here for, right? You have family, what do you do here? Like, what are some of your passions, right? So I'm focusing on the person first. But every top networker, they're constantly expanding their friendships, their networks, and they're so good at meeting people. They're experts at making people like them. They're experts. Like once you meet this person, if they're really good at what they do, you will instantly like them and want to be their friends, right? So one of the things that you have to work on in this business is making yourself become a person that people would love to hang out with you more. Because it could be that maybe today they don't, might not have an interest in my products, but we create a friendship. And over time, because we have this friendship, that they end up becoming more interested in my products. Happens a lot to me as well, too. And so the back to the other key point that I've seen as this other really top networker. I'm sure you've heard of this Nathan Goldberg. Sometimes one of my friends who was in ACN before. Anyways, long story short, I watched this happen live. Even when the person was telling him that he's not interested in his services, what he basically said was, you know what, no worries, that's totally okay. And by the way, though, if you happen to know anybody who, you can refer to me, like that guy last night, who referred people to me, I can set it up so that you're going to be making all the money without doing any of the work. So even someone who rejected the proposal, they're still turning it around and still able to tap that person's connections. That's what I'm saying, right? Like that is what top networkers do. They're always finding a way, regardlessly. But again, that won't work if they don't like who you are. If you get offended and you get, I don't want to talk to you ever again, like you are burning all of these connections, right? Just because someone says no to you doesn't mean you can't be friends and still potentially in the future find some way to work together. All right. So really, if you can just become the best you can be, becoming likable and creating friendships, and that it takes time to build up on these skills, right? Or be great at networking. My goodness, you cannot be successful in this company. All right. Are we having fun so far this morning?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We're getting some like brain thing going on, like blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So that's the fourth one. Yeah. Is are we constantly meeting new people? All right. All right. So for those online, sorry for going a bit over time here. Trying to try to finish up here. Of course, make sure that you register for iPayout. iPayout, of course, is how you get your money from your e-wallet into your bank account. So who here has not set up their iPayout? Okay, so no worries. You can actually use it towards buying your product, so you don't even have to. But once you have like maybe $80,000 in your e-wallet, you might want to withdraw some of that money out, right? Okay, you can leave it there. I don't know. It's up to you, right? But make sure you have your iPayout set up too. Okay, and so it's real simple. Once you click on iPayout, like registration, you put your name and like your email, your legal banking name and your whatever it is, it'll send you an email to go and create your account on iPayout. And there's whole instructions there. If it has an amazing video, I sent your video out actually on iPayout to a lot of my people. And one person, maybe the 10th person came back and said, oh, by the way, I don't understand that language. I realized, oh my God, it's Somali. I sent out your Somali videos to 10 people. And only the 10th one told me it was in Somali. I'm like, that is weird. I was like, so I should have checked. It's actually in Somali, not in English. That's actually my fault too. Yeah, yeah. You have a question? So in your back office, when you log in, under the financial tab, the second box, you'll see iPayout. Just click on registration, and that'll lead you through the rest of the steps for you. Okay, yeah. But just make sure that again, the name that you put must match your bank account name. Otherwise, you're gonna have issues. We do it again. All right. So number 8, really important. Oh yeah, you may have a question.
I've been there recently, but there was I pay out with cash or something.
Yeah, so True Cash, we have already phased out from True Cash. They weren't able to do as much as iPayout could, and they had some other issues already anyway. So we're mainly just doing iPayout right now.
But it's still True Cash on the website. I used to see.
He says he's still seeing it on the link.
Yes, because if we're not
Oh.
using it, we should remove it from there, right?
Yeah, we it's like a backup. We could use it, but I wouldn't suggest to use it. Like I think only maybe even Nigeria potentially, but nowadays iPayout works with every country. So, but we always want to have a backup in case. But iPayout would be the main one to go to. Yeah. Great question there. So number 8 is to meet your My5, right? So again, if you're new to business, please don't be shy. Have you had a call with all of your My5 to get to know who they are? And on the flip side, if you are actually an existing business partner, really important, if you are serious about this business, my question for you is are you trying to meet all of your new partners that launch in your business or all your new older customers ordering from you? So one of the things you're going to learn in our CEO's training, the forensic networker training, please get your ticket before that's sold out because there's only like maximum seating there. Is every day, if you already have a team of like a few hundred, a few thousand people, every day you see the new volume coming in, right? New partner launching, new monthly smart buys, new orders. Or you simply, if you can't go and meet your own new people because you're being lazy, at the very least, use the dialer tool to call the existing people that are ordering products that they're launching, right? Every day, that could be your DMO, is calling your existing people. Because if you have a team of 100 people or 1,000 people, imagine just talking to all those people, motivating them, you would have amazing growth. Does that make sense? Okay, so meet your My5 there. It's your support system, and there are 5 qualified people. And some could be top mentors and millionaires. Okay, but again, your My5 is there to make sure that you have success. Also, if you ever have any like negative things to talk about, you can always, so we have a saying, negative always goes up, positive goes down. Okay, so if you're having a bad moment, don't go into our group chat and have a rant. Okay? No one else wants to see your drama. Okay, bring it up to your My5. Make sense? Okay, because again, you don't want your team to see someone else's drama. Correct? Makes sense, right? Okay, very good. Number 9, of course, is to study the prosperity book. That also, we have a new version coming out very soon too. And just review the material, of course, in your welcome kit. Take time to study the prosperity book, but get your people on this next 30 days training more importantly. And of course, the last one is really important, is becoming a master of prints and links. Okay, so prints are the things that we talked about as well too, from the brochures, the drop cards, the catalogs, right? Those are the actual prints. Okay, because really important is that people do not duplicate, the system duplicate. So why is it important to use these tools, especially for your new people, to have the brochure, to have the drop cards?
They can look at it all the time. It's very visual.
Yeah. Let's say you met someone and you're talking about the products, and then you explain everything, they got it. If they go home without anything, what do you think happens?
They forget.
They forget, right? There's a saying, out of sight,
Out of mind.
out of mind, right? Yeah. And so you always want to be giving stuff. So become a master of the prints and the links. Prints are like, business cards, the brochures, the promo cards, the drop cards, and the Safe Home Revolution book. That book has everything about all of our products in that booklet, right? Oh, but Renee, I sent them the e-copy. I sent the
Not the
PDF
same.
version.
Won't go in and
Not the same.
The PDF, like honestly, compared to the actual printed version, does not even compare. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Always have the physical version, right? Okay. And of course, the media accolades as well too. So those are the prints. Oh, by the way, right? Today in LinkedIn training, we're gonna talk about this, but there's two really important links that I almost use all the time. One of them is actually going to be, actually, we're going to talk about it before this PowerPoint is done here. So we'll talk about it in a quick second. Anyway, sorry. So number 10 is to join the weekly webinars. Did you know that we have weekly training? So I always try to share with my new partners that if you're new in the business, you've got to make sure that you learn. Like the first 6 months is like learning, right? Imagine you go to a doctor and you say, well, how long have you been a doctor for? Oh, I just graduated yesterday. Or I never actually studied. I mean, I watched some YouTube videos on how to do operation, and you speak out, yeah. So our CEO said it on the call. Like so many people will go to work, and they'll spend 9 to 5 all this time at work, knowing that they don't like their job, right? Yet in business, they can't spend a few minutes to train themselves. It's backwards to me, you know what I mean? So, anyways. We have the Monday product crossfire at 8 p.m. 9 p.m. on Tuesdays is the FERI network call. Every Saturday morning, like right now, is the Saturday live training. And we have online tours around the world. The company is actually almost done putting the calendar on the front website for you to get access to. So right now, the calendar, do you know where it is, the calendar, everyone?
Hidden in the back dashboard.
Yes, so you log in, it's already hidden. It says calendar of events. It's one of the boxes near the bottom. You just gotta push the thing to unlock the hidden secret. Okay, but it's actually in your back office, all right? Yeah. So make sure you join and plug in, right? The weekly webinars. And so commandment number 11, really important, is what is your promise list? Right? Why are you here? What are you trying to create? I think it's like, the big saying, your why should make you cry. And with that, can you explain what that means? Like, why should your why make you cry? It should touch you. Yeah.
We should touch, like, not literally cry, but like something you really, really want, that you really,
Yearning.
yes.
Yeah. The way that I also looked at that was like, for example, like my kids, right? If you have who has kids here, right? You want to give the best to your children, right? So if I wasn't able to provide the best for my kids, then it would make me cry essentially. So so my why is to make sure that my kids have the best education, the best food, the best of everything, right? The best training, the best education, the best parenting, the best home, the best, everything, right? And not being able to give that to my kids would really make me cry. So it had to be something that's so passionate for you that even during your worst days in the business, you will still keep going. Even when you don't want to do things anymore, you will keep on doing. That's what it means why your why should make you cry. All right. So, really sometimes we did kind of have to like dig deep and think about what are we really trying to create here, right? So anyways, that's your promise list, right? It's what are your goals and what are your targets, and take time to really work on your vision board. Who here has ever built a vision board? Okay, a vision board is like a big collage or a big like Bristol board of all the things that you want to have in this world. And to be honest with you, when I first heard about this vision board, I was like, sounds too kind of like hokey, I was like, really doesn't really work that way, right? But I remember seeing this billionaire, this guy who actually interviewed all these other billionaires, and every one of them, including Donald Trump, including like Elon Musk, they all had this vision board. The guy said, like, like whether or not you believe it or not, if these billionaires have it, just shut up and make one anyways. But yeah, okay. And so, but the spooky thing is, I actually made a vision board before when I first got started, and because one of the boot camps, and I put this beautiful home. I was still living at my parents' house back then. I put this little home. Put this, this. I have my own car, so I have my own nice little car there, and then I had I wasn't married yet, so I put this chick on the this beautiful lady on the Bristol board, right? And I put like a target of income. I want to like quit my job, be my own boss, and making like 10,000 a month, right? So I had all on the Bristol board, and it's so crazy because you gotta be careful what you put on your vision board. I just saw this cute baby, and okay, I was gonna slap this baby onto my onto my vision board, right? The next year, literally, I had my own house. I had my own car. I had engaged with Heidi, and I had a boy. My son Rex was born. Right? So I didn't learn my lesson. The next year, I made another vision board, put another baby on it, and then boom, the year after. So I stopped putting babies on my vision board in case it keeps happening. Right? Yeah. Right. But in short, you want to make sure you have this vision board because and here's why, right? Every single morning when you wake up, the first thing you want to see is what are you building towards? You want to see your vision board, and that will inspire you, right? No matter how good or a bad a day you have, it will remind you of why you're working your butt off in this business. And every night before you go to bed, you're going to see again your vision board, right? Does it make sense? Yes. So who's going to make the vision board? All right, yeah, wonderful. Yeah, so again, it's so important to have again this promise list done, and not like having the vision board is like the more visual version of the promise list. Okay, so go and make your vision board, all right? And of course, here are some of the other reasons that might be on your promise list. You want to have a backup for your job insecurity. You want to have extra income, pay out some debts, decrease your stress, more family time, better home, or pay off your mortgage faster, your dream car and vacations, the controlling of your retirement. Who would like to retire right now? Everyone's like, yeah, of course, right? Yeah, right? So my goal was I want to work hard for 5 years, nonstop in this business, constantly handing out brochures, constantly handing out draw cards, constantly sharing testimonials, constantly meeting new people for 5 years. That was my game plan because I knew by doing that, I could at least be making 5,000 a month residually or even more to quit my job. Right? So that was my retirement game plan, right? So if you're here thinking, you know what, I want to work hard for about 2 months, really hard, give it a go, right? And then see what happens. I would say that's a pretty bad game plan. Because in any business, you don't say, I'm going to try for a few months, right? You're committed to that business, right? Okay. Also, or you want to send your children to a university or private school, pay for the tuition. Maybe you want to help your parents. Maybe you want to help your children. These are all the things that you can have on your vision board are also written down as a promise. Or you just write this down and put your promise list on your actual vision board. Okay. So I think for Ottawa team, it'd be great for you guys to have another day where you do like a vision board day. Okay. Yeah. Who would like that? Vision board day? Okay, wonderful. Okay. Yeah, Brian's gonna drive back here for that too. Cool. Okay. Voluntold, right? Yeah. Commandment number 12, of course, is to get your MO box.
Oh my God.
Now, in short, this is the training that you don't want to miss. It's happening in Toronto, February the 22nd to 23rd. This training will a lot about becoming a successful business person is having the right mindset. And I wish I could spend all this time today just training your mindset, but we don't have enough time. And usually the events that really can change your mindset take a whole day or 2 days. Does that make sense? Tony Robbins, going to like all the different trainers, right? So that event in January 22nd for 2 days will really, really change your mindset to have the correct mindset for this business, right? I can't say enough. That was an important event that really helped me to like dial in and be zoned and have the right mindset. And that's how I really made my income. So get to that training as well too. It's your $1 million business in a box. And so you can actually buy this box, but just please, please, please make sure that you do attend the event. So there are some hotel rooms allocated as well from the hotel, but just make sure that you guys can take a big carpool. So maybe the Ottawa team can see who's going and just, yeah, go together. Okay. So who's got your tickets so far for Friends Like Networker? Awesome, right? Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. You do not miss that event, all right? And so that's the event happening. And in short, it's the more professional way of tracking your business. So when I asked you guys, are you tracking your customer list? And Brian said, this is the system itself to help you do that. So you never forget about a customer. Have you ever sold a product to someone and you forgot who you sold them to? Right? But that's a pity, right? Because you sold them something, they already bought it, and you forgot about them. Maybe if you would have, so many times I just call somebody to catch up, and they tell me, oh, you know what? I say, well, do you want to order a few more bottles? They say yes. So one question, you might have had a few more sales, right? So that's why it's so important to have this MO box as well too. One of the things about this business, and I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for everyone, right? And so if you are like totally brand new, in other words, you don't really understand how to talk about the products yet, right? Or you're not even really sure how to explain the business. Like if you're just really brand new, don't worry, there's still a real simple way to building the business. Now we have some scripts here that I can share with you on how to call. Okay, so there's a few things here, right? One is you want to have your prospect list. That's your list, right? Someone to call. That's your list, okay? So the first step in this real simple system is you gotta have your list. Make sense? Okay. Yeah. So what I had to do was on a piece of paper, I wrote down every single person that I wanted to call about this business. My issue was I didn't know who to call because back then, 2007, all we had was some kind of new tungsten fashion pieces. There's no brand, just jewelry and some timepieces. I couldn't think about who would want to have this business. It's weird, right? And I recall I was at Tim Hortons with a friend of mine who was studying, and I just hanging out there, doing some work, trying to think of this list. And I told my friends, I can't think of who to talk to about this business. And she asks me a question. She goes, well, why did you join the business? And then I told her all these reasons. And then she said, well, wouldn't your people want to have the same things that you want to have? I'm like, well, yeah. And then my pen started to fly, right? But in short, never prejudge anybody. Our job in this business, this is more like mindset training, is not to decide and play God or play Buddha or whoever that person might be, okay? And decide who this business is for. Our only job in this business, to make it real simple, is to simply share the products or share the, yeah, that's it. That's really all we're doing. It's that simple. So we don't decide and get to choose, well, for you, no, you don't deserve it. You, okay, no, right? In other words, at the same time, we cannot get offended or get discouraged if somebody rejects your proposal, right? And the one way to really get yourself over this is when someone says no, they're not saying no to as in you're a bad person, or it's not about you, is my point. So don't think like someone says no that you failed. It's not about you. It was never really about you, unless of course you're like being a ding dong, right? But again, become the best networker out there, right? So it really isn't about you. It was always about them. Were they ready yet? Some people that you talk to are just not ready for the products or the yeah. And the same person, maybe a year later, it's happened many times, might be ready a year later. But you won't know if they're ready a year later if you don't follow up. So I'm just trying to make it real simple in your mind that this business is simple. We're here to share the products or the opportunity and constantly do the follow-up, right? So once you have your list, you want to follow a script to have something to say. We're going to talk about a few scripts that you can use. And then, of course, the goal when you are actually doing your prospecting is to try to schedule a appointment or have them watch a presentation. Can we write that down? The goal is to have them watch the tour, okay? Either the product tour or the business tour, right? And there's many ways we can deliver that tour. So you have your list, you have some scripts to share with you, but the goal of the script eventually is to, even if you sell a product on this, like I sold products on the spot, I still want to do a proper presentation. So I want to schedule an appointment to do a proper sit down to go over the products or the business, okay? And when it comes to the tour, there's a few ways you can do it. Either you can be the one to explain the products or the business. If you're not able to, if you're brand new, what should you do?
Use a video.
Use a video to do it. We have 2 great videos. We're going to show you where they are. If you can't use the videos,
You invite someone that's good at it.
yeah, use your My5, right? But the goal is to try to imagine this funnel. You're trying to put as many people in to watch the tour through videos, through yourself, or through a meeting like this, or this afternoon, or doing a coffee shop meeting, right? That's just the whole goal. That's really all this business is. Okay, so if you talk to somebody and you talk for like 5 seconds about the product, does that count as doing a proper product presentation? No. Right? So my goal is to do a proper product presentation with all of my people. Okay? Once you do the presentation, 3 things will happen usually. Either they will buy from you at retail, or they will join and buy at wholesale, which you still make money, or they actually want to go and do the business. And the rest just nothing happens, right? So either which way, even if they join or they don't join, or they buy or they don't buy, you can always do what I talked about earlier is get the referrals, right? Tell them, it might not be for you, but you know what? If you can think of anybody, even just 2 people that can benefit from this product, I can schedule so that you also earn the commissions, right? Like that guy we met yesterday night, right? So the referrals, okay? And do we just follow up one time only? No, we have to do what? Yeah. And a lot of times by posting testimonials or sending them ongoing testimonials is a perfect form of a follow-up. Okay. And you know what? Like, just get out there, constantly try to be meeting people, go for coffee and catch up because it can go in so many different directions for you, right? So usually I try to schedule every day that I'm meeting somebody new or meeting with some partners almost every single day in Toronto. Okay. So if you're not in touch with your existing partners, going to meetings, catching up, or you're not talking to new people every single day, that's probably why your business is not moving. Okay. It's all about having more eyes and more ears on your business, okay? And of course, then you can follow the system here. So that is the next 30-day success process that you're seeing on the screen here. So we kind of talked a little bit about this, which is how do you make your list? So number 1, everyone on your phone. So in your phone, how many names do you think you have in your phone book right now?
1,200.
Wow. Okay. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I can't call every single person on my phone. Doesn't make any sense. I haven't talked to them for a long time. It's kind of weird. They might not take my phone call. You are making up all these crazy stories in your head, right? So can we agree that you have these phone numbers in your phone because at some point in time, you've met this person? So not strangers, right? Unless you went to a bar, and you have some phone numbers in your phone, don't know where from.
Me when you say that.
My eyes got tired of looking further away. I just kind of dropped my eyes temporarily. Yeah. And maybe it's just the energy that you resonate about that. Okay, yeah. But the whole point is you have these names in your phone because you met them, yes? Maybe briefly. Right? Now, if you don't like this person, still call. Why not? Right?
Get off your phone.
Unless they did something bad to you, then delete them, right? Otherwise, what I did actually when I first started the business was, and here's what I actually said. Here's the exact script that I used. Because maybe I haven't talked to Andrew for a while, right? And what I would do is, there's always a name before and after Andrew, maybe Andy and Andreska, I don't know. So I would just call Andrew and I'll say, oh, Andrew, by the way, this is Renee. Do if I know them, then, hey, how's it going? If it's been a long time, I'm saying, hey, hi, Andrew, do you recall who I am? It's Renee here. And they might say yes or no. So, well, I said, by the way, I was actually looking for another person in my phone book and I saw your name. It's been a long time. I thought I just wanted to give you a phone call and see how you're doing. So my whole purpose of making that phone call, I'm not trying to sell products. Does that make sense? My whole goal is just to just catch up. Right. That's a new ear and new eyes, right? But the whole point is just to build the friendship up, right? And naturally, as you're talking, you're going to ask the basic questions. What are the basic questions you ask someone when you're catching up with them? What's new? Yeah, how's the family? What's new? How's work? Yeah, exactly. We have two nowadays, right? How's the family? How's the kids? How's the new wife? The second wife? Yeah. But just make that goal just to catch up. Okay. But what usually happens is they might ask you, well, what's new with you? And then that's where now the door is open. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to talk about what you can say, but this part here is about making your list. Okay, so really your VIP list could be any previous people in MLM, qualified family and friends, and advertising leads, right? So again, who is your accountant? Who is your bank officer? Who's your carpet cleaner? Conference person, right? Dry cleaner, your florist, your hairstylist, right? So think about in one month, how many different places you go to. So where would you go to in one
store.
grocery
every day.
stores? Okay, where else would you go to? Sorry, gas station. Where else would you go to?
Coffee shop.
Coffee shops. Where else? School. Yes, wonderful. I love schools, right? Yeah. Restaurants, foods, gas stations, right? We've been there before too, right? But maybe the mall. Maybe you're buying some clothes. You buy some shoes. Like you're always around people every single day. So there's always three things I say you always got to have with you handy, okay, when you're out there prospecting, right? Please write these three things down. They're so important when you're out there prospecting, okay? And you said one of them?
Brochures.
Brochures, yes. Have the brochures with you at all times. Very, very important, okay? Yeah, okay, so brochures and drop cards could be the same one, okay? What's the second thing that you always better have with you when you're out there prospecting?
Bring your product.
Product, yes, yes. They want to buy something from you, but you don't have it with you. You just want to slap yourself because that's crazy, right? You could have gotten a sale, right? So have products with you all the time. And what's the third thing that you want to have with you at all times? Testimonials. Now, there's different ways of doing this, testimonials. The first one is print out a big booklet. So I don't know if you know this, but I took so much time to do this. I got almost every kind of like testimonial from A to Z. I grabbed 2 or 3 of each testimonial and I put it in a giant PDF. So it's like A to Z of testimonials. So you can just print that out. And it's like this thick, but you have these testimonials to show people now. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Do you guys want that PDF? $5, please. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll put it in the link for you guys, right? But the other thing that I've done though, and you should really do this, is in my phone, is I have testimonials sorted in my albums. You know, you have phone albums. In the albums, so I create a new album. So I have like a wine album. I might have like a cigar album, but I also have FOL dash arthritis, FOL dash Alzheimer's, FOL dash breast cancer, FOL dash colon cancer. Because over the years, I keep seeing testimonials. I take the time to save it and sort it into my phone. This way, when I'm out there, if someone says, well, does this help with breast cancer? Oh yeah, no, boom. I can show it on my phone or I open the PDF. Because a picture tells 1,000 words. It's so powerful, right? You can say everything you want to say about the product, but if you just show them one photo, it makes all the difference like that. Okay?
I mean, you put them in the picture or under a file?
So you know how you have photos on your phone?
Yes.
You can add those photos into different albums. Albums?
Yes.
Yeah, so I just create albums and then I save the photos in those albums. So yeah, so I literally have
Screenshot of the testimony.
yeah, so you go into like so on your phone, yeah. So I'm just showing people.
See at the top it says albums?
Yes.
So you click plus,
Okay.
you can title it.
So if you don't have an album yet, it's simple. Go onto the Fountain of Life and Divine official Facebook page. It'll take you a day or two to do this, right? And just start looking down or scrolling or just search for a particular issue and just start creating albums and saving it into your phone.
That might be a good Saturday event for our team.
Yeah, I think you should do the album thing and also maybe do like the vision board at the same time, right? So for example, if someone says, oh, Renee, does this help with with hair? I type in hair. Okay. And then I can see I have an FOL hair. And I can show all these different testimonials about hair to people, right?
Wow.
And then maybe someone says, oh, well, does it really help with sugar or diabetes? So I go type in a search. I type in diabetes. And then here I see FOL for diabetes. So I click there, and again, I have all these testimonials for diabetes.
This is on the website?
No, it's my
No,
phone.
no,
My
it's
phone.
not.
It's my phone. Yeah.
So what someone can do if they don't have that, you can do the same process, but just search within the FOL.
You could, yeah.
And that's how you could collect them for your phone as well.
Yes, yes.
So sometimes
So the thing is, sometimes when you search on the Facebook page, you get a mixture of people asking questions and a testimonial. Yeah, so I like to have it all like as an album. So instead of scrolling, I see like the album layout. I can just show them quickly, right? So yeah, start that today. It just takes time, but start creating your collection because that's really important when you're out there prospecting, right? Okay. So those are the three things you want to have with you as you're out there constantly prospecting: brochures, products, and testimonials. Yeah. And don't be shy to let your people again sample and try your products. Okay. Going back to this list over here too, it could be someone who's your service buddy, went to school with, your teacher, professor, your old boss, whatever it is. So again, the whole point though is you're going to make your list. And then we're going to use scripts to go and talk to. Okay, so there's your list, right? Okay. Now we also have who lives next door, across the street, upstairs, downstairs, right? Can teach your children, right? Literally, like as long as they are human, they can be your prospect. And you should offer them a brochure, a job card, right? Hand out information to them. Makes sense, right? So let's go and talk about now some of the scripting that we do here. And here's some examples here, but I'm going to share with you what I do, what I like to say a lot, okay? So one script could be, and this one here is pretty interesting. I'm looking at starting my own business, and I would like your feedback on the products I'm looking to bring into the country. That's pretty powerful because, It's like, so because this approach is the approach that's like, I want your advice, or I want you to help me take a look at something. There's no commitment to that, right? That's why it's a very easy approach to use. Yeah, I want your thoughts, I want you to think about, or just say it in a way that sounds like you, right? So it could be, hey, John, you know what? I'm thinking of actually doing this new business, and I have some amazing products I want to bring into the country. Can you do me a favor and come and take a look, on what you think about the products, right? Does that make sense so far? Okay. Another one could be, guess what? Just put a plan to quit my job after being here for 10 years. Excited, want to talk to you about it. When can we talk? I probably wouldn't use that one, but again, do what might sound like you or might work better for your network, right? I need your advice on a new project I'm starting. When can we talk? That's not a bad one, right? Very simple, no commitment. Just I have this new project, this new thing I want to build up here, and get your advice. Sure, let's go for coffee, right? If they ask you on the spot, oh yeah, sure, like what's it about? What do you do then?
Yeah, that's tricky.
That's tricky. Amazing. That's exact. Whatever she just said, can you say it one more time? Yeah. So I always say, you know what? I'm really busy right now. I'm at work or I'm busy, but let's go for a coffee and we'll talk. We'll talk then. All right. So you want to deflect until you can meet in
But if you've
person.
never been, with her at a coffee for coffee, it's like, can you tell me a bit about it now?
Oh yeah. If it's someone like so you know the relationship with that person, right? If you actually never met them before, then you probably wouldn't use that particular.
No, but I have, but if you don't keep in touch all the time, and they'll say, well,
Okay.
can you not tell me a bit about it now?
Yeah. So very important is when you first call someone you haven't talked to for a while, the first thing was to build that connection again, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, during that conversation, they might have asked you, well, what are you up to? Then you might have said, well, you know what, actually, I got started this new business here. I'm thinking about bringing this new product into the country and doing a big business with it. And actually, if you have time, why don't we go for coffee and talk about it? Like, so you have to learn to become smooth with your conversations. And that just takes practice, right? But in her case, she says, well, you know what, can you tell me more about it right now? I'll say, you know what, I'm actually really busy right now. How about we can do another time where my whole thing is, whatever you do, just make sure you have a time blocked off to go over the details.
Okay.
So if you're catching up, you can ask, well, do you have like 10 minutes right now? Sure. Okay, let's hop on a Zoom call with me. That's okay. But just don't try to like explain half of it. I always prefer to have a proper, arranged time to go over the actual presentation. Does that make sense? Yeah. So the goal again is to have that meeting scheduled for a presentation, right? Either online, they could watch a video as well too. We said before, come to a meeting like today, or go to a coffee shop. Make sense? Okay. So it could also be, hey, I'm really excited I need to talk to you, or what about you? When can we talk? Because I don't want you to miss it. Just use what might work best for you. Okay. Just started a business, really revved up, want you to see it. When can we talk? I might say, want to talk to you about it, or want to get your thoughts on it. I might use the get your thoughts on it more than I might change the words in here a little bit as well too. Okay. Or we need to catch up. When's a good time to chat for 3 minutes? So that could be an opening line for that too as well. All right. Or hey, it's been a long time. I found what we have been both looking for. When can we talk? That is more specific to someone that you may have been in talk with before. I would just cold call somebody with the script, right? So here are all the examples that you can use. But I'm gonna give you really the things that I love to do. All right, you guys ready for this? So number one, I remember the brochure thing we're talking about, and I was saying in the script, hey, can I give you this? And the person says, sure. And they ask you the question, well, what is it, right? So let's talk about what you can say now. So the first thing I ask someone is, I say, well, have you ever heard of lignans before, or antioxidants, right? And usually I want to know if they understand what antioxidants are. Because if they don't understand it, I have to explain, Well, in short, antioxidants, what it is. And so they tell me that they know what antioxidants are, then I'll carry on. They say, well, no, I'm not sure what that is. I'll just say, well, you know how an apple, if you cut it open on the table, it turns brown? That's oxidation, right? It's actually killing the actual apple. Happens to us too. But so oxidation is bad. We want to have antioxidants to negate that effect. In short, right? Ah, okay, now I get it, right? So then, let's say this is actually the banker. I say, oh, hi, Rebecca, thank you for your service today. Can I give you this?
Sure, what is it though?
Okay, well, have you heard of like antioxidants before the word antioxidants?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that word.
Yeah. So basically, our company is pretty cool. Our scientist in Finland, he found this really special tree that even when you cut the branches off the tree, the branches actually don't die. So even the broken end of the branch actually grows itself back a new layer. So what it is have you heard of a word called lignans before?
No.
Yeah, so they're actually the world's most powerful plant antioxidant. And in fact, taking just 10 drops of this product is equivalent to eating 1,800 cups of apples of these lignin antioxidants, right? And so they're really important because, right now, free radicals, you know what free radicals are by chance?
No, I've heard of it, but I don't
Yeah.
know what they are.
In short, as we breathe oxygen, it creates free radicals, and we can handle a few like million. But nowadays, through all these things here, stress, lack of sleep, radiation, pollution, it's too much free radicals, and over time, it can actually damage our cells and cause you all these diseases. But in short, we have all these incredible studies now. You can see here, it helps with your heart health, reducing breast cancer risk, improving your menopausal symptoms, protecting your DNA, defending against dementia, help with Alzheimer's, also with autism, your prostate, your hair health as well too. Yeah.
Wow.
Any of these things that you maybe experienced before so far?
Oh yeah, like a lot of this stuff in my family.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, controlling diabetes, your gut-brain axis is very important. I mean, so many things here, right?
Yeah.
Lowering your body weight, but also you can see here, helps with your fatty liver, your blood cholesterol, your body weight, also your insulin secretion, and really important as well as it can also boost your immune system, improving your metabolism, so you should lose a lot of weight as well too. Also, it's also anti-inflammatory, so any kind of inflammation, pain, arthritis, as well as your colon cancer risk, improving your sleep, and just much,
Read
much.
that.
Yeah. So, this is an amazing product that just came out here. And so, I would highly advise to even just try it. And really, it's one bottle that can last for about a month time frame. And we have a 90-day satisfaction guarantee as well, too. So, but, but which one of these issues did you say that your family had?
Oh, well, there's diabetes and heart problems in my family.
Oh, wow. So is it like your mom's side or your dad's side or?
Well, my dad's side would be cancer, I guess, but my mom's side, heart health and the diabetes.
Are they still around, hopefully?
No, it's with my grandparents, so
Oh, I see.
they've passed on now.
Cause actually I had someone that also had issues with like a cancer. Do you know what kind of cancer did they have, by the way?
My grandpa had colon cancer and then he had bone cancer.
Oh, wow. So actually, can I share with you? Because we actually have a lot of customers that share their testimonials with us.
Sure.
And here's actually one of the colon cancer people who actually started using the product, and now they're also like cancer free now.
Wow.
Yeah, after using the product here too. And so, I mean, I would love to share this with you. Why don't I just WhatsApp you the actual e-version of this?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Because we don't like pharmaceutical drugs in our family.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's a big problem.
Yeah, honestly,
We've
there's
got to
actually a
find
much
something that-
better way. Yeah, more
we gotta do
natural.
something that works.
Okay, what's your WhatsApp number actually right now?
613
Okay.
986
Okay.
0200.
Awesome. So I'm gonna send to you actually, I keep this with you as well too.
Oh,
I have
awesome.
an e-version of the booklet,
Oh, great.
and also we have a whole collection of studies, all linked to like PubMed, like the U.S. National Library of Medicine,
Mhm.
but all the studies by scientists and PhD people, but over 65 different benefits of studies on this product as well too.
Really?
Yeah. And right now it sells for $85 plus tax online plus shipping.
Mhm.
But I just ordered a bunch of more products actually for my dad and myself. I have it in my car you want to try one, you could save on the shipping and get one from me right now. Do you want to try one maybe?
Yeah, actually, I think I'll actually take two from you today.
Okay, okay. Well, in that case, you know
So
what?
I'll get one for my mom and I'll get one for
Yeah.
myself.
Now, by the way, when you use it, right, you want to make sure that you just put it under your tongue, let it absorb for about 5 seconds. I love to swish it through my teeth and my gums as well too. And if you ever have a sore throat, just leave it in your throat area. You'll never have a sore throat again.
Really?
Yeah. And so definitely drink a lot of water too. But let me get to the car quickly. I'll bring back the 2 bottles and we'll yeah.
That'd be great.
Okay, I'll be right back.
That'd be great.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And so oh, thank you. Who are these people, Rebecca? Yeah. So it's like again, so that.
This is my entourage.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense, guys? A little bit there. Okay, so I do this so often, all the time. And I might get a sale, I might not, but my goal is to get that person's contact information so I can send the information to them. Does that make sense? Okay.
I like how you have on without asking.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I always ask people to, because I think everyone uses WhatsApp nowadays. And if you want to send some more studies and some more information, the e-version of this, people are quite receptive of that as well too, right? So, but right now, I think it's very important that we actually get a chance to have you practice what I just did. So when you do it next time, it's going to be a lot more smooth, right? Okay. So in short, I love to use this brochure in this case. And I know all the brochures, by the way. So if I'm talking about this, but today we'll focus on Fountain of Life, okay? So again, the first step again is to ask the person, so have you ever heard of antioxidants, right? They do, great. If not, you can explain the example of the apple, oxidizing and antioxidants helping to basically stop that process, right? And then the first thing I did after asking her the story, asking her about that, did you hear what I did? What was the first thing I started to talk about? Was the story, yeah, about the tree, right? The scientists cut the tree down, but the tree branch never actually died. It actually grew back. Actually, it's a true story. So the actual branch of the tree, after he cut it down, the tree branch kept living for days after. In fact, he even put it in his fridge, forgot about it in his freezer. Years later, his wife found it, took it out, and was like, hey, do something with this branch. I'm gonna toss it in the garbage. And the actual cut off part of the tree branch actually grew back a new layer on top. Right. So they found out that it's like a self-healing tree and all these crazy things. And so, so the main thing inside the tree is something called lignans. Have you heard of it before? Right. And notice I'm trying to engage with them. I'm asking her questions. Have you heard the word lignans before? And she's like, well, no, right? So I just tell her basically it's what, lignans are basically in all of your fruits and vegetables, but tiny amounts. So taking 10 drops of this product is equivalent to all these things here, right? Okay. And then after that, I just explained and went through all the different benefits of the product here. Okay. So we're going to find a partner right now. Let you guys practice this. And it's not going to be perfect, but that's okay, right? We're going to perfect it over time. Does that make sense? Okay. So find someone, preferably maybe beside you. Okay. And does everyone have a copy of your brochure with you? Okay. If you don't have a copy, hopefully your partner does. Yeah. Ifra has her name at the back, so please return to Ifra or help her promote her business. Thanks for tuning in, everyone online. Larry, I appreciate you hanging on for a lot longer than than you had to. But again, thank you so much, team, for being here today. Larry, really appreciate you for staying on the line. And as always, we're one team, one dream, building the billion. Okay. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Renee.
Hey, Larry, you're still there. Thank you so much, buddy.
Yep, thank you very much. Great presentation. We really enjoy your support and you just go overboard. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a great Saturday. And of course, make sure you have your Forensic Networker tickets, and we'll see you all soon. Okay, bye for now.